Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. So today we are talking about rewiring your days. And this is a subject that's very fascinating to me because most people show up for coaching and they think, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to change. I don't know the particulars of any of this. And they get overwhelmed before they even start. And one of the simplest things that I really have to have everybody understand from the very beginning of working with me and coaching with me is that you are a creature of habit. You are a creature of patterns. And it is possible to change. Like, you have to believe it's possible to change. And by changing your patterns, even the simplest of patterns, things start to evolve. So there are estimates out there that we have between 60 and 80,000 thoughts a day. I mean, think about that. That's insane that a person can have that many thoughts. First of all, it always fascinates me as to how they track this. But they do. And 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. The kicker is 2/3 of them are repeated from the day before. Now, that's even more insane when you think about how the human brain works. And when you repeat things, they become part of who you are. So most of us learned multiplication that way, where we were just drilled, learned it over and over and over and over until we could recite it and do it quickly so that we knew those basic fundamentals, which is the crux of how your brain likes to work. Repetition is the mother of skill for human beings. And once we do it, we can do it better and better and better and better. But the really hard thing to understand is if the patterns are not resourceful, you are repeating them anyway. You are becoming more resourceful at the unresourceful activity. So think about what I just said. If it's a destructive activity and you do it more and more and you become better at the destructive activity, it's going to be a pattern. It's still going to affect you. You can't just get away from it because it's destructive. And we have patterns in everything we do. Think about how you take a shower. You go and get in the shower in the morning or the evening, whenever you do your showering, and boom, all of a sudden, you wash the same way. You have the same pattern of how you wash yourself, how you do your hair. Same thing about how you blow dry your hair or how you shave. Brush your teeth. You always start in the same spot. For most people, it is very driven. The side of the bed they sleep on, how they put their clothes on. Try to put your sneakers and socks on differently and watch how your brain goes, wait, what? Because it's so conditioned. So the point of this is rewiring your brain is very simple in the sense that you change the pattern of how you do something and then everything else gets scrambled. So let's say you want to start your day off and you want to start meditating. And you've always said, I want to meditate. I know it's good for me. I hear how great it is, but I just can't seem to get it. I struggle with it. Part of the problem is you're trying to insert something new into old patterns. So I will often tell my clients the best way to do that is to start scrambling your patterns. Now, for any Seinfeld fans out there, if you're a big Seinfeld fan, and I am a big Seinfeld fan, there was an episode where George was talking about opposite George, and he was going to do the opposite of everything that George ever talked about. And it was so great because he was scrambling his own patterns, right down to if he ordered tuna salad, now he was going to order egg salad. If he was going to order coffee, he would normally now always order coffee, he would now order tea. He's scrambling the simplest of patterns, and then the others become open to interpretation and you can allow new things to happen. It's kind of like you're tricking your brain. You're just saying, if I always walk to my left and now I walk to my right, and while I'm walking to my right, I think of something else I want to do, it becomes easier. So right from the morning, let's say we're going to add in the meditation. You wake up in the morning. Instead of going in and doing your day like you normally would, grabbing your phone, checking your text messages, your emails, or whatever, you say, no, I'm not going to do that. You get up, you drink water, and you go and you meditate first. Right away, you've scrambled your brain because you're not looking at the old pattern and doing the phone or whatever. Now, obviously, you probably have to pee in there first. You get up. I know, I'm just saying that. Don't touch the typical patterns. It's okay, though, to get up and pee first if you need to, or get up and brush your teeth and pee. Fine. But talk about it in the sense of the big stuff that you're going to move around so that your brain does not have the same response. I promise you, if you try this technique, you're going to be astounded as to how different you feel right away, because it really doesn't matter if you're going for a walk or you're meditating or you decide to read or you decide to change the smallest of small things. The one shift in the morning makes all the difference. So work on this and practice it. Scramble as much as you can and then try putting the new things in, because I promise you, when you do it, it will interrupt those old patterns, and then you have the opportunity to put in the new ones you want. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow.